This is the first of two videos of worked examples of converting into and back out of Roman numerals. The second one is the one at the bottom down here. I'm hoping that you've come to this having watched the teaching explaining video at the top and had a go at these yourself, and now wanting to watch me do running through them so that you can see if you've got them right. And that is the absolute best way of learning this stuff, practicing it yourself and then watching me go through to make sure that you've actually got the hang of it. If not, can I suggest that you pause it at this point and jot these down and have a go at them yourself. Okay, let's go through these ones. Firstly, I'm going to do the ones where we convert into Roman numerals. Remember that the only sure way of getting these right is to do it one digit at a time, not try and tackle the whole thing at once. So first of all, we look at the 1, then the 3. So that's 10 plus 3. Okay, so x is 10, and then we have the 3 i's afterwards to make it up to 13. 19 is going to be similar because we've got the 10, then we've got a v for the 5, and then 4 ones. You probably didn't do it that way, at least I'm hoping not, because we don't usually use that as the form for the figure 9. So what we would normally do, and what I would encourage you to do, although that's not technically wrong, is put x for the 10, and then 1x, ix, for the 9, because that's the more usual way of writing it. 74, we've got 50, 60, 70, and then 4. So that's L for 50, XX to make it up to 70, and IV to make it up to 4. Okay, 74. 86 is going to be similar. We have the 80 first, which is 50, 60, 70, 80. Then we put the 6 VI on the end. Now 95. 95 is quite interesting, because you may think if we can use this subtractive way of writing numbers by saying 1 less than 10 to make 9, can we not do 5 less than 100 to make 95? Can we not just call it VC? Well, actually no, we can't. And the way to avoid that trap is to make sure that you do it one digit at a time. So we do 90, then we do 5. And if we think of it like that, we can't fall into that trap. So 90 we can do by the subtractive method, because that is 10 less than 100, so that will be XC. Then we just simply put the 5 at the end of that. Interestingly, that's a much shorter way of writing it. The numeral is much shorter than that one. There's no logic in that really, so you will find that numbers which are quite close together, you may find the larger one is written with fewer digits than the smaller one. That's one of the problems with Roman numerals. It's reasonably easy to do addition and subtraction with them. You can get around that doing that, but when it comes to slightly more complicated arithmetic, multiplication, division, that kind of thing, this does pose a problem, which is why most of the advanced maths in the world has been done using the Hindu-Arabic system rather than Roman numerals. 749, we've got 500, and then 2 more hundreds, so we've got D, CC to make our 700. Then we have the 40, and 40 is 10 less than 50, so that's XL, and then 9, as we discussed before, is IX. So 5, 6, 700, and 49. 1987, or possibly the year 1987, is 1900, which is 100 less than 1000. And you will notice, if you see a lot of dates from the last century, the 20th century, that they all start with 19 something, and MCM is the form of the writing 1900, so you'll see that sequence quite a bit. So that's 1900. 87 is going to be 50, 60, 70, 80, 5, 6, 7. And that one we really do have a great big long digit numeral. Okay, now converting from Roman numerals back into the decimal ones. 5, 6, 7, 8. 10, 20, 5, 6, 7. 10, 20, 30, 5, 6. XL, that's 10 less than 50, that's 40, and that is 9. So we've got 49. 100, 200, and 50, 60, 3. 263. 1,000, 500, 600, so that's 1,600, and 41. 1,900, as we saw just down here, that appears quite a lot. So we've got 1,900 and then 29. 1,929. 1,000, 2,000. So I'll start with a 2. And I'm looking for hundreds here. Hundreds are composed of D's and C's. But in this particular number, there aren't any hundreds. I've just gone straight into 47. But I can't just write 47 there because it's not 247, it's actually 2,047. So I've got to remember to put in the 0. And a crucial point there is that the Romans didn't. They hadn't actually invented the 0, which is just a placeholder, and they would say isn't really a number at all. So you have to watch it when converting numbers like that. You have to be careful to think, have I got all the powers of 10 that I should have? I've got the 1,000, then I've got 47, so I have to put 2,047 in order for it to make sense. Okay, I hope that you either managed to get those pretty much correct or were at least able to follow through when I went through them. The final video on this gives some more examples without the sort of cheat sheet at the top, and that's this one down here. So I'm going to put those examples up on the board at the end of this video so that you can have a go at them before the next one. Okay, I've taken away the cheat sheet, as it were, which told you what the letters stand for, and I've written up some more sets of numerals for you to convert. Firstly, some ordinary ones for you to convert into Roman numerals, then some Roman numerals for you to convert back, and then some over here, which are basically years, because years are the most common use of Roman numerals that you're likely to come across. It really is important that you have a go at doing this yourself. So I'll move out of the way so that you can pause this and get a pencil and paper, have a go at converting all of these, and then in this one down here, I'll go through them and you can see if you got them right. Some of these are a bit tricky. I'm not trying to trick you, but I've put some difficult ones in there, and one or two that might make you think a bit, and I'll explain what the situation is and how to do them in the next one. Right, I'll just stand out of the way.